Look at this. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't be lovelier. First guest is seven-time Emmy Award winner. How about that? Seven-time Emmy Award winner. Wow. Yeah, a very funny woman and the author of this brand new book entitled If You Ask Me, and of course you won't. It's currently available in stores. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the lovely Betty White. Betty, come on out here. Betty White, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you.
Good to see you always.
Thank you very much for being on the program. And you remind me of my mother. She's just about the same age. And I'm always pleased to see you because it reminds me of my... Well, now, I didn't mean that as a bad thing, Betty.
I know. How sweet that I remind you of your mother. How sexy is that?
I didn't mean for this
I feel so wanted.
No. Well, now we can work something out. Listen, congratulations on... you know what I like about this? Where were you born, by the way?
When?
Where?
Where? Oh, when, you know. Oak Park, Illinois. Across the street from Chicago.
All right.
Sit down,
yeah,
everybody.
Please. We don't want another one of those Egyptian things going on here. But yet, in the summertime, this was fantastic. You and your family went camping in the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Oh, well, that was always...
that's great.
That's still the highlight of my whole life. We go every year.
How old were you when you first went?
I started when I was 4 years old. My legs, I couldn't straddle. I sat in front of my dad, and my legs were straight out. Mm-hmm. I'm not going there either. Yeah. But the beautiful, beautiful High Sierra country. Boy. We pack all our supplies, our food supplies, on muleback, and then ride a 2-day pack trip in.
Oh my gosh.
And we'd never see another living soul for 3 weeks.
This is the real deal, then, isn't it?
Real deal.
And as a kid, did you appreciate it and take to it immediately?
Oh, I used to count. You know how some kids count from Christmas to Christmas? They can't wait. I counted from June to June till we could do that.
Yeah. And what did your folks do that you allowed them to, or that they knew about this wonderful experience? What did they do? Your dad, what did your dad do for a living?
He was a salesman and vice president of Kraus-Heinz Company. They put the floodlights up over the Rose Bowl and the Coliseum and stuff like that.
So you, was this where your early appreciation for animals came?
Animals and wilderness, and the fact that we could go for 3 weeks and never see anybody or anything except once a bear roamed through camp and all the chipmunks and oh God, I would go tomorrow. I would go tonight.
It's a tremendous. I mean, honestly, I wonder if that experience for kids these days isn't missing, or maybe not as possible as it was in earlier times.
Well, our wilderness is disappearing as we speak.
Yeah, well, that's good. I really admired that about your family when I was reading about that in the book. Now, when you know everybody in show business now.
Everybody, well, I know you.
Yeah. So, do you? I sometimes, when I see people, for a second, it's that push-pull thing, like, oh, are you, maybe not. You can't kind of put the name with the face. Do you go through any of that?
Oh, that is the worst thing in the world. I can remember names pretty well, and I'm pretty good at that. But faces, I cannot, they just disappear. I guess because I see so many people all the time. And all of a sudden, you'll know somebody's a celebrity, and everybody else in the room knows exactly who it is, and I can't come up with a name. Yeah. And it's bad enough for an ordinary person, but for a celebrity, you hurt somebody's feelings a lot. So I try... And how do you spell your last name? And they say, with an I.
Does you no good at all, does it?
Oh, no, it doesn't get you anywhere, but it's really a scary feeling, though, for that moment.
For that 1 second.
Yeah, well, no, I always say, hi, I'm Betty White.
Right.
I'm 89 years old. No, I don't, but I usually do. But I say that thinking they'll say, oh, yeah, so-and-so.
Sure.
And they say, oh, hi, Betty.
Yeah, they don't give
help
me.
a bit.
Have you, and this is a personal question, you don't need to answer it if you don't want to, but you're such a lovely woman, and I was wondering if there was a time
Are you coming on to me, David?
Yes, I am. Yes, Mom. Here I come.
I think it's a form of incest, but it's a harmless form of incest.
Harmless. Yes. Wow, that would be... Now, listen. The question, have you ever thought about having any a little, plastic surgery? A lot of people in show business.
I had my eyes done in 1976. Alan, my beloved Alan Ludden husband, he said, get these sacs taken out, and you'll be glad as you get older. And so I let the rest hang out, or gravity took over, But I just decided, well, no point. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Well, you look tremendous, by the way.
Oh, you're
Just great. Just great.
It's only taken 12 people to pull me together tonight.
Do you? Last time you were here, you were talking about you like to go back to the hotel and have some vodka. You still? Is that pretty much it?
The last time I was here, we had some vodka together, as I remember. Yeah.
Do you?
I had a little glass.
Yeah,
and
it was
he had
fine.
the rest of the bottle.
Yeah. It was But do you? I know you socialize. I know you have a lot of friends. But do you ever like date? I mean, is that? There's no reason why you couldn't or shouldn't. But do you?
Why do you make it sound like such a remote possibility?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Like, do you mean, is there a possibility? How in the world? Oh.
Well, I guess in my case, it might seem like a remote possibility. But for you, you must have male friends that you sure, of course, you're always, are you?
Of course I am. I mean, waste not, want not is the way I look at it.
What does that mean exactly?
No idea.
Yeah.
I never know what I mean when I'm talking to you.
Betty, let's talk about the book. If you ask me, and of course you won't. You're very busy. This is your 7th book?
Sixth book.
Oh, my goodness. And what's in the book? When people pick up a copy of that, what are they going to see? All about your life, your accumulated wisdom?
Not really. It's just a bunch of short pieces on a variety of subjects, how I feel about, various things. And not that anybody cares, as I say, if you ask me, and of course you won't. But it was fun. I love to write.
Well, speaking of short pieces, how about this? What's the deal on that?
What? Oh.
Kill me.
It was a...
Just kill me. Go ahead, kill me right now.
I'm so sorry, I lost a bet.
You lost a bet. Your book, Betty, if you ask me, and of course you won't, is in stores now. And your television program, Hot in Cleveland, returns June 15th for its 3rd successful season. Is that right? Is your 3rd successful TV series?
Successful. Oh, I'm working with the greatest gals in the world.
Yeah.
Jane Leaves and Wendy Malick and Valerie Bertinelli were having a ball. It's like going back to the other 2 old wonderful gangs.
Oh yeah, you've always been surrounded by great people. That's because you yourself were a great person, and they wanted you in that group.
Oh.
Good to see you. That's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you to the elephant.
I recognize himself. Betty White, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Rick Harrison. Alicia Collins night here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Alicia.
Playing the drums and singing and also the guitar.
We got her. She's ours.
Here's something great. You know, the Oprah Winfrey Show, the daily afternoon program, or wherever you, mornings sometimes, is going off the air, and Oprah has her own network. And, of course, she'll still be a presence in American culture. But if you're like me, if you're starting to get a little twitchy that the Oprah Winfrey Show is going off the air, they make the transcripts from those shows available, and you can get the transcript, and you and your friends can gather around in the garage or the living room or the rumpus room, if you have a rumpus room.
Some of us still.
Yeah, and you go down there and you can take the transcript and reenact that day's Oprah. So tonight, our stagehands, Pat Farmer and Kenny Sheehan, will perform part of a transcript from an Oprah Winfrey Show. In this episode, Oprah welcomes a celebrity guest. Boys?
Our hearts are open wide, got a new light shining inside. Pat and Kenny read Oprah transcripts. Hello, hello. Woo-hoo, woo. My guest today believes in reincarnation and has starred in 63 films. Please welcome Shirley MacLaine.
Thank you.
You are very spiritual and believe in reincarnation.
Yes, you are the result of everything your soul has learned from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime.
Well, wow. Have you ever seen a UFO?
I have seen a mothership at my ranch, New Mexico, over the hot tub for about 10 minutes.
You say in your book, sex got over you.
I've had an awful lot of lovers. I wasn't into sex at age, although I tried it once. Had 3 people in one day.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
If you'd like to order a written transcript of Pat and Kenny Read Oprah transcripts, write to us at 1697 Broadway, New York, 10019. And be sure to look for PK, the Pat and Kenny magazine, on newsstands everywhere.
We'll be right back with Rick Harrison, ladies and gentlemen.
Catch tomorrow's Late Show with Jodie Foster. And a Top 10 presented by Dave's Mom. And remember, actor Henry Winkler is on Twitter. I love that guy.